What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video we are going to be bringing Aeroblast Lugia to the Great League and Go Battle League. Now, this is an extremely rare Pokemon, let me just let you know right now. Firstly, I'd use an Elite Charge TM to put Aeroblast on Lugia, so that's how I got it on Lugia. Secondly, in order to get Lugia, firstly, you guys know the boxes every single week. You do your 7 tasks, you get the box. At the end of the week, that has a featured Pokemon for the month. Well, when those features first came out, Lugia was in those boxes. So the only way to get a Lugia is to have gotten that box and then trade someone who had that box in order to trade it under 1500 combat power. It's very, very rare, and for all my Silpharina battlers, you guys know last year we were all hunting this thing down. After 15 trades for it, I was able to get it last year at GoFest in Dortmund, so shout out to MJ Shafiq, thank you for that. But it's definitely a rare Pokemon. Now, with this team, if you guys are wondering what can I use instead of Lugia, you guys could use Skarmory. I think Skarmory could slot right in really, really well on the lead there. Toxicroak and Sableye are very staples in the Great League. Also, Sableye, you guys want to have return if you can, a purified one, near 100% IV, or if you're starting to get some XL candy, boost it up that way. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this team and this video, and be sure to smash that like button. Let's go ahead and get right into the battles. Alright, moving into the first battle here. These are going to be some very, very sweaty battles. I'm letting you guys know right now. So we have Lugia on the lead versus Dewgong. Very bad matchup for us because we are a flying type. So we're going to go ahead and swap out now into Sableye. And they're going to go ahead and swap now into Diggersby, which is going to be pretty strong, bulky Pokemon now in the Great League. It's definitely very, very bulky. It has Mud Shot, Fire Punch, and Earthquake. Now, in this matchup right here, we're not going to shield. I'm guessing this is just going to be Fire Punches for shield bait, and it is just going to be Fire Punch. That's fine. I need to maintain shield advantage, so we're just going to keep going for foul plays. What I'm hoping from right here is to basically get a shield from the Diggersby and then look to farm down. So we do get a shield, which is beautiful. Hopefully we get to another one in time. We do get the foul play, which is great. This is going to get the Diggersby very, very low, and they're going to have to throw their energy. They're going to have to throw a Fire Punch. So charge move now coming through. It's going to be Fire Punch, but it's not going to be enough to KO us. They're going to have to throw another one. So Fire Punch will come through, and we could potentially get to another foul play if they don't throw another Fire Punch, but they do right here. So this is beautiful. We got a shield from them, and now we can bring in the Lugia right here to farm down and Aeroblast the Dewgong. So let's see what happens. We're going to go ahead and bring in that Lugia right here. We have shield advantage. Toxicroak is looking pretty strong to close endgame, and we are just going to commit to the farm down right now. Fire Punch will not do a lot of damage. Lugia is an absolute tank here in the Great League, so we tanked it very, very well right there, and now we're just going to commit to that farm down, save up for Aeroblast, and this is going to do... Oh, it's so satisfying. You guys are going to see a lot of Aeroblast today. Another charge move coming through. It's going to be the Fire Punch. That's fine. We're just going to commit to that farm down. And now Dewgong's going to be coming back in. We're going to go ahead and throw the Aeroblast. This is going to do a lot of neutral damage. This thing is an absolute nuke of a charge move right there. Boom! We're going to go ahead and swap now into Toxicroak. They are going to throw Icy Wind right here, so we're actually going to go ahead and let it go through. And yeah, it chunks quite a bit of health, but then we're going to see Defense Form Deoxys come in. So not only do they have Dewgong, but they have Defense Form Deoxys. We're going to go ahead and go for Sludge Bomb here to do some nice neutral damage against Defense Form Deoxys, but because our attack is lowered, it's not going to do too much. Now, Lugia still has quite a bit of health, so we're actually going to let this charge move go through, and we're going to close with Lugia. Lugia versus 2 counters. Right here, and let's see what happens. We're going to go ahead and bring in the Lugia. They actually went for Psycho Boost, which means their attack is lowered. I am going to have to shield right here, though, just in case it is a Thunderbolt or Rock Slide, and it is Thunderbolt. So they do have Psycho Boost and Thunderbolt. So what we're going to do is build up the Sky Attack, and we're going to go ahead and throw it right now. This is going to do a decent amount of damage, but I don't think it's going to be enough to KO. And they still have the Dewgong in the back, so we got to be very, very careful. We do get a shield right there, which is solid for us. We're going to try to get to another Sky Attack, but no, they're throwing their charge move. We're going to go ahead and shield. This is going to be a Psycho Boost, actually, which is really, really unfortunate for us. They're going to go ahead and swap out. We're going to commit to the farm down right here. Got to commit to it, and we farm down the Dewgong right there, and now we're going to go for Aeroblast, but they get to the charge move first. And this was not enough energy for Thunderbolt, everyone. This was a Psycho Boost. We are going to resist that. We're going to be able to get off the Aeroblast right here and absolutely one-shot the Defense Form Deoxys. So Lugia right there carrying this game for us against 2 of its counters. All right, moving into the next one. We have Lugia on the lead versus Lapras, a Shadow Lapras. Terrible. get into that Sableye right here. They're going to go ahead and now swap into MetaChamp, which is actually pretty good for us. We're going to go ahead and go for Foul Play, but they're getting the charge move first. This was not enough energy to be Rock Slide. We're going to go ahead and let it go. It is just going to be a Cross Chop, which is resisted. So our Foul Play right here will be resisted as well, but if they let it go, and again, what I want to try to do is the same thing with Dewgong, is be able to farm down. They let it go, which means our Shadow Claws are actually going to be able to take them out. So now we just completely flip this matchup on its head, which is amazing to see. Lapras is going to come back in. I tried to go for the Power Gem right there, but I wasn't able to get to it. So we're going to go ahead and bring in the Toxicroak right here. Toxicroak with counter is going to be doing super effective damage here to Lapras. We have to be very, very careful of the Surf. It's going to do quite a bit of neutral damage in this matchup. So we do block the Surf right there. We're going to go ahead and throw the Mud Bomb right away. We definitely don't want them to hold on to their shields. We need to get a shield from them, and I think we're going to apply a lot of pressure right here. So we do get a shield from them, and then they are going to swap now into Hypno, but I swap into Lugia at the perfect time to stop any confusion damage from hitting Toxicroak. Charge move now coming through those a bit quick for Shadow Ball, which means this is going to be Thunder Punch, which means we can survive it. And there's no way we're going to throw a Sky Attack. We're going for the one-shot right here. We're going for the Aerial Blast. Just no bait city right here. If this lands, this should be enough to KO. And boom! One-shots the Hypno right there. And Lapras is going to be coming back in. And we're going to be able to finish off this game really well with Toxicroak. So that's going to be a good battle. We're going to go ahead and save the shield. And able to flip that one again. Lugia coming in absolutely clutch with Aerial Blast, and Toxicroak finishing off right there. Alright, moving into the next battle. By the way, I faced lead losses almost all streams. So we have Lugia on the lead versus Bastiodon. Let's see what we can do here. We're going to go ahead and swap now into Sableye, and they're going to bring in their Shadow Victory Bell. Have you guys seen this team before? Let's see if we can handle it. We're going to go ahead and throw the Foul Play right here. This should be getting the shield from the Victory Bell. I don't imagine they let it go through. Yeah, they do shield. Hopefully we can get to another one in time. No, one fast move away right there, which is unfortunate. We're going to go ahead and bring in the Lugia now to farm down. Extrasensory does really nice, super effective damage because of the poison typing. Charge move now coming through. We're not going to shield. Leaf Blade is going to be resisted because of our flying typing right here. So this is going to be fine. We're going to farm down. But the thing is, we got to get into Toxicroak. And Toxicroak with that poison typing will help it out against grass type Pokemon, which is really nice. So hopefully we're just going to build an energy. I'm waiting for that swap button. We're going to go ahead and go straight into Toxicroak right now. Start getting ahead on energy. They swap into a Blaziken. We have 2 shields and Mud Bomb. This is basically going to be a good game. Mud Bomb does super effective damage because of the fire typing here on Blaziken, so they block that, and then we can safely shield whatever they throw. So hopefully we get to another Mud Bomb. They're throwing their charge move right here. We're going to go ahead and shield, and then we just need to basically throw one Mud Bomb right here to take out the Blaziken, which we do. This is going to be obviously enough damage. They have no more shields left, and it's very, very low. So that'll be taking out Blaziken, and then Toxicroak is going to be able to close here against Bastiodon with a shield. We'll have to shield the Flamethrower right here, but basically we just need to get to one more Mud Bomb, and that is going to be a good game. So hard lead loss again with Shadow Victory Bell on their team. We're able to turn it around because Toxicroak with 2 shields end game, it can be very, very deadly if they don't have a hard counter, and that is going to be a good battle. Alright, moving into the next one. This stream was so much fun. For everyone who's stopping by the Twitch live streams, these are an absolute blast. We saw Chandelure this week. We saw Lugia now blasting. We have Azumarill on the lead. Okay, I'm sure you guys were wondering how this one goes. Well, let's find out how much damage Aerial Blast does here to the Azumarill. So, what's great about Lugia is it is so bulky, it can take an Ice Beam. You do not have to shield this Ice Beam. It hurts, but it doesn't KO. Lugia is an absolute monster. We're going to go ahead and go for Aerial Blast right here. This is going to do a lot of neutral damage, and what I want to do is either completely destroy Azumarill or get a shield. We land it. That does so much damage right here. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to let them throw this charge move. I'm completely fine with Lugia going down right here and letting Sableye come in to farm a lot of energy because they're not going to be able to get to another charge move. So we can actually get well ahead on energy, especially against probably their only Sableye counter. So let's see what they have in the back. They are going to be bringing in a Lantern. So this is actually a pretty big tell for us. Firstly, if this is their hardest counter, we're sitting pretty good, and they might have a Psychic or a Ghost in the back. I'm guessing maybe Hypno, Defense Form, Deoxys, or a Alolan Marowak. So we're just going to go for foul plays right here, put a lot of pressure on this Lantern to shield because we're just doing so much damage. We do get a shield right there, which is fine. We're going to go ahead and shield this Thunderbolt. We don't want it to hit the Sableye. And then I think we're actually going to swap now into Toxicroak, start getting ahead on energy and see what they bring in. It's actually going to be a Skarmory, so a missed call right there. But what's great about Toxicroak is we're actually going to be able to do enough chip damage to lower the health here of Skarmory enough so that Sableye can come in and farm. So what we're going to do is hopefully get to another charge move. No, we can't. We're going to have to let this go. Now, Sableye is an absolute monster at closing games in neutral matches, so let's see what it can do right here. We're ahead on energy. We need to basically get off 3 foul plays. 1 to finish off Skarmory or get the final shield. So we're going to go ahead and throw this right here. There's still Lantern in the back that we have to worry about. We're going to throw this foul play right here. We get a shield right there, which is actually really awesome. The visual didn't show it. So we're going to shield ourselves. Obviously, we would die if it landed. And then now what we need to do is actually commit to the farm down right here. They swap into Lantern, which means we're going to go ahead and throw this foul play. They were very close to another Thunderbolt. So this is going to be taking out the Lantern. And then Sableye right here is going to have enough damage on Shadow Claw to finish it off. And that is going to be a good battle. We have Lugia on the lead versus Galvantula. Terrible matchup again. Got to swap out into Sableye now. Sableye, neutral matchup right here. They do swap into Whiscash. So again, what I'm looking to do in this matchup, like we've seen in previous games with the Lapras and the Dewgong, is to get shield advantage and farm with Lugia to Aeroblast or force that final shield on the back line. So we get a shield right there, which is huge. I'm not shielding on Sableye now. I've done my duty. And we're going to go ahead and just go for another foul play. This is going to do enough chip damage here to the Whiscash that they will be within farming range basically for Lugia. So we're going to get it very, very low. They're still not throwing any energy, which means Shadow Claw is doing even more and more damage. We're going to let this go and come in and farm with Lugia. Now, we do need to be concerned about Blizzard. But what's great about Lugia is it doesn't care if you have a Blizzard. It can tank it. So what we're going to do is come in here with Lugia. We can't come in with the Whiscash, and we are just going to tank a Blizzard. I know they're going to throw it, but I need to save shields for Toxicroak to try to close endgame. So we're going to go ahead, let the Blizzard hit us. That's fine. We can survive. It will not one-shot, and we're just going to commit that farm down and get an Aerial Blast locked and loaded for the Galvantula or whatever they have in the back. So let's see what they decide to bring in. It's going to be a Psychic type Pokemon. I don't know what it is. We're going to go ahead and throw the Aerial Blast right here. And this just does so much damage. It's going to be Defense Form Deoxys. We're going to go ahead and swap now into Toxicroak. They swap into Galvantula right here. Charge move now coming through. Now we're going to start shielding. It's going to be up to Toxicroak to close this game for us. This is going to be a lunge, which is going to be lowering our attack. But this is very, very dangerous territory. We got to go for the Mud Bomb right here to get the shield on the Galvantula. And it's going to come down to the wire with counter here against the Galvantula. So another charge move is going to be coming through in a second. Can we get to Mud Bomb? No. Another lunge is likely coming through, so we're going to go ahead and shield again. We cannot take any more damage right here. It is going to be a lunge, which means our attack is lowered even more. We're going to go ahead and go for Mud Bomb. I'm hoping this is going to be enough to KO. I think it's within enough range, even with our attack debuff. No, it's not. We got to counter some more. We get the final counter off. The Defense Form Deoxys is going to be coming in. We're going to go ahead and throw the Sludge Bomb right here. But is this going to be enough damage to take it out? We're going to go ahead and throw it. It's not enough damage. We swap straight into Lugia, and we're going to go ahead and take that one, and that is going to be a good battle. All right, moving into the next one. Let's see how this battle goes. This was happening all live stream, just all lead losses and just having great games. We have another Azumarill lead right here. Now in this one, I think I go for Sky Attacks instead of Aerial Blast. We'll have to see. One of the games against Azumarill, I did go for Sky Attack. I'm not sure if it's this one. But what we do know is that Ice Beam does not one-shot. You guys do not need to shield if you're running this Lugia because it does not one-shot. What we want to do is get resources and health from our opponent before giving it up ourselves. I actually go for Aerial Blast right here. Okay, so yeah, we're going for the Aerial Blast in this one. We know how much damage this does. It's an absolute nuke right here against our opponent. We do get a shield though, so that's unfortunate. Hopefully we can get to a Sky Attack. We do get to the Sky Attack right here. I did one more fast move on accident right there, but this Sky Attack will be doing quite a bit of neutral damage. Now, hopefully we could have thrown Sky Attack first, then Aerial Blast, and that would have been amazing, but we got a shield from our opponent. We chunked down Azumarill, so we're going to go ahead and let it go. Now, I think I come in with Toxicroak here. I think I do. Maybe Sableye. I can't remember. Well, let's see. Yeah, we bring in Toxicroak. Okay, so Toxicroak is going to come in and just farm down. They swap into MetaChamp, so I'm going to go ahead and swap into Sableye. Now, that was a mistake. I should have thrown Sludge Bomb first, then gone into Sableye, and you guys are going to understand why here. We're going to go ahead and let this charge move come through. It's going to be Ice Punch. Doesn't do quite a bit of damage. We're going to go ahead and now go for Foul Play. This is going to do neutral because of the Fighting Psychic typing here on MetaChamp, so hopefully it's enough to KO. It's not enough to KO. We got to try to commit to that farm down right here, and we're going to have to shield this Ice Punch. So yeah, we're going to commit to that farm down. Hopefully we can take out Azumarill when it comes back in. We'll have to see how much health it has left. But it is going to be, yeah, I think the Azumarill does come in right here. Let's see. Azumarill does come in. It has a charge move ready to go. We're going to go ahead and throw up the shield right here and look to farm some more energy. And I'm possibly going to swap into Toxicroak. Let's see. I'm just going to load up. Yeah, swap into Toxicroak. Go for the Mud Bomb right here. Save the Foul Play because I'm guessing they may have another Psychic or Ghost in the back. We land it, but they swap out into a Lowland Marowak. Hopefully we can get to a Mud Bomb in time. And this is going to be doing super effective damage, but it's not going to apply a lot of pressure to that final shield here of a Lowland Marowak. So we don't get the shield. They're going to overload on energy right here and going to go for a Bone Club, I believe. Bone Club is going to be, it's going to be doing super effective damage, but I think it's going to be, yeah, it's going to be enough to take us out after one more Fire Spin right there, which is really unfortunate. Hopefully I can get to 2 Foul Plays right here. And we have 2 Foul Plays ready to go, but we CMP tied there against the Alolan Marowak. So well played to my opponent. I should have stayed in with Toxicroak to MetaChamp and gone for Sludge Bomb, then gone into Sableye, and we would have been able to close this game very, very well with the Sableye. But hey, that's a good game. Well played to my opponent. Lugia on the lead versus Vigoroth. So somewhat of a neutral matchup right here. What I'm going to try to do is basically build up to Aerial Blast, and then I'm just going to throw Sky Attack right here, I think, on this one. Body Slams are going to be doing a bit of neutral damage, not too much. We're so tanky right here. We can basically tank 3 easily. So what we're going to do is build up to that Aerial Blast, go for the Sky Attack right here, put a lot of pressure on this Vigoroth to want to shield. We're also resisting counter as well, which is really nice. So we do get a shield right there, which is great. So what we're going to do is not shield and try to get to that Aerial Blast to take out the Vigoroth right here. So let's see if we can do it. So there's 2 Body Slams. Actually, I go straight for the Sky Attack to chunk health because this is going to do quite a bit of neutral damage. I actually don't think I can get to Aerial Blast before they get to a Body Slam, so I just wanted to chunk some health right here and force them to use their energy, and then I can come in on Toxicroak and farm down with Shield Advantage and Sableye in the back, which is going to be pretty strong. Those 2 do well with Shield Advantage. So what we're going to do is come in with that Toxicroak. We'll be able to get off 3 counters here against Vigoroth and get quite a bit of energy. So Vigoroth does go down. We'll have to see what they decide to bring in. It's going to be a Blastoise, which tells me whatever's in the back is extremely weak to Toxicroak. So we're going to force their hand, throw this Sludge Bomb right here for some massive neutral damage. We land it, which is great. We're going to go ahead and try to counter down. I decide to save Toxicroak just from reading that they brought in a Blastoise right here. And I believe I also decide to shield this Hydro Cannon because Sableye as well will probably do well against whatever they have. And it's going to be Galarian Stunfisk. So as kind of predicted right there, based on what they brought in with that Blastoise, they had something weak to Toxicroak in the back. Sableye is going to be chunking here with Foul Plays. They have to land an Earthquake, and it's not even going to do, I don't think, enough damage to take us out, so we're not shielding. Our win condition is basically with Toxicroak to close it out. Blastoise has no health and no energy. We're just going to go for another Foul Play right here. It's going to do some more neutral damage, potentially get the final shield here from the Galarian Stunfisk. Yes, we do get the final shield, and then we're going to build up to Foul Play, but they actually decide to throw right now, which means I can safely shield this and actually just throw the Foul Play and close this game out. So we're going to go ahead and shield the Rock Slide, throw the Foul Play right here. This is going to do enough neutral damage to take out Galarian Stunfisk, and then the Blastoise in the back is extremely low, so we'll be able to finish off here with Toxicroak swap in, and that is going to be a good battle. All right. Moving into the final battle, I believe, right here. Let's see how this one goes. Man, Lugia was so much fun to use, and again, if you guys don't have one, just use like Skarmory. I think this team would be strong with Skarmory. We have another Azumarill lead, something very, very common, but we know what Aerial Blast does here against the Azumarill. So let's see what happens. They are building up to, I think they build up to Hydro Pump right there, so we're going to go ahead and let this go through, and it's actually going to be Play Rough, so they don't have Ice Beam. Play Rough is going to do less damage because it's neutral, and we're just going to go for Aerial Blast. We're not changing anything. We are blasting today. Aerial Blast does land as well, and we get an attack boost. That is absolutely insane. I did not know it had an opportunity to boost the attack, so we're going to go ahead and shield Lugia, and let's see what happens. We just got a boost on an Aeroblast Lugia. We're going to farm down. Let's see what's in the back. It's going to be Defense Form Deoxys, so we're going to go for another Aeroblast right here. I should just be going for 2 Sky Attacks basically, but I just want to be blasting. So we're going to go ahead and throw the next one. They do decide to shield that, which is fine, and they're going to be getting to another charge move. Hopefully I can get to Sky Attack. Barely can't get to Sky Attack right there. We're going to go ahead and let Lugia go down. We have Sableye ready to go, a hard counter. So Rock Slide is going to be taking us out. That's fine. We're going to bring in the Sableye right here. So that boost, as hype as that was at the beginning, we got to close here with Sableye and Toxicroak. We're going to go ahead and let this one go through. Rock Slide doesn't do a lot of damage here against Sableye. We want to be the one applying pressure to that final shield, so we're going to go ahead and throw the Foul Play. We still don't know what they have in the back. They could have Galarian Stunfisk. They could have Skarmory. They could have Alolan Marowak. They do decide to shield right there. That's a tell that whatever's in the back is going to be weak to Sableye, because we can safely shield right here. And like I said, whatever's in the back, they just shielded Defense Form Deoxys, is going to be weak to Sableye because they shielded. So we're just going to commit to the farm down right here. They're going to try to swap out, and it's going to be a Alolan Marowak. So that kind of makes sense why they shielded Defense Form Deoxys. But we're just going to go for back-to-back foul plays right here. That's going to take out the Alolan Marowak, and then we're going to be able to finish off with fast moves alone against Defense Form Deoxys. So Sableye cleaning up really well against this backline, and Lugia with the double Aeroblast and the boost was so awesome to see, and that is going to be a good battle. And I believe that was the final one. If you guys were wondering where I'm at, I'm currently rank 13, 101 wins with 44 losses, which is pretty solid in my opinion. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this team and these battles. How are your guys' battles going? What rank are you guys in Go Battle League? So like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.